guys, Willie Mayette, creator of JAZZEDGE, and welcome to Summer Piano Jam 2021. So I've saved the coolest stuff for what is normally the hottest month here in Rhode Island. They say July is the hottest month, but August always feels like the hottest month. So we got the coolest deal here for August. I'm doing a webinar for Summer Piano Jam. You're going to learn these slow blues progressions, right? And then I'm going to also be adding new material to Summer Piano Jam, which I will be talking about in this webinar as well. If you'd like to join me for this webinar, just go right back to summerpianojam.com/webinar or follow the link that is in the description in the video. All right, so let's talk about what are we going to focus on in this webinar. So the first thing is the blues progression, the slow blues progression. Now we already know things like, okay, I go from my 1 chord to my 4 chord to my 1 chord. You hear that stuff all of the time. What you don't hear all the time are the tritone substitutions and those other passing chords which really make the blues progression sound really cool. For instance, let me show you a real simple one. If I'm here on G7 and I'm going to go to C7, right? That's my 4 chord, right? So I'm G7, then going to my 4 chord C7. Look what happens if I put this B7 chord in between. Great sound, that G, then to the B7, resolving up to the C7. That is just one possible alteration to the blues progression. What about at the end? We know the walking up like that, but then what about doing things like see that tritone substitution, the E flat 7? And then doing a lick and then ending it like that. We're going to cover those different alterations of the blues progression. And what I've done is I've created a matrix, kind of like a grid, that allows you to kind of move around in these blues progressions to create your own different blues progression song, right? So we're going to be going through the analysis, and I'm also going to be giving you my blues progression matrix, which is super valuable if you want to be able to create your own slow blues progressions. We're also going to be talking about accompaniments, all right? So things like when I take my, when I was doing that G7 to the B7 to the C, well, we might want to do things like see these very subtle, simple things. It's not that difficult, but if you don't know how to do it or you don't know what it is, then it's missing in your playing. So check out what I'm doing here. All right, so you see how I'm utilizing that 5th of the chord in here and using that as like a ghost note. I can also do that. Right? I could do that ghost note down here in the left hand as well. All right, so I'm going to show you these different ways of utilizing these ghost notes and then really filling out that left hand so you get a really nice full sound in your blues playing. And of course, I'll also be answering your questions as well since we will be live. All right, again, it's going to be Thursday, August 12th, 2021. We're going to be starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to go for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Again, to reserve your spot, go right back to summerpianojam.com/webinar. You can find that link in the description. You can also find that link in the card that just popped up here on YouTube. All right, now, the cost of this, $5. $5 gives you full access to the webinar. It's also going to give you access to the recording. So if you can't show up, you can't make it, don't worry, there's going to be a recording. I'm going to have sheet music available. I will likely also have an iReal Pro track or two that you can download. So super valuable and super inexpensive, right? So $5, you're going to guaranteed to get just a slew of material. And of course, I back that with a full guarantee. If you find that for your $5, you did not get get enough material, then you let me know and we will deal with that individually, okay? But I promise you, you're going to get a ton of information in this session and you will not be disappointed. I am not opening this up for free. I am only opening it up to students that are paying $5. Why, Willie? Why are you doing that? I don't have the money right now. Well, first of all, $5 is not a lot to invest in your piano playing, and I can guarantee that you're going to get way more than $5 worth of material out of this webinar. Number two, I really only want to present this material to students who are really ready to take their learning to the next level. So if you're just looking for free stuff, there's plenty of free stuff on YouTube. Check out my Jazz Piano Daily stuff. All free right there. There's a whole bunch of stuff right there that you can look at for free. This is really for those students that are like, okay, Willie, I'm ready. It's time. I've wanted to play slow blues. I've wanted to learn improvisation. Now I want to get into this. All right, well, we're going to get into it with Summer Piano Jam this year. All right, so again, to get started and to register, just go right on back to summerpianojam.com/webinar. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys in that webinar session. All right, take care, guys.